Welcome to another episode of The More You Share, The More You Know. My name is Kathrin Salazar, and I am the Instructional Technology Specialist at Education Service Center Region 19 in El Paso. Today, our show is going to focus on some tips and tricks about Project Share. Some people may be familiar with some of these things, but I think it's very important now that we're transitioning to another school year. When you log into your portal in Project Share, some of the first things you may want to do is change your password. Depending on how your district uploaded you, you may want to change that so that you can remember it more easily. Going into my portal, you would have to first click on Utilities. When Utilities opens up, it does have a lot of options for you. The one you're looking for is called Change Password. When I launch Change Password, it will give me 3 boxes. You do have to enter your current password and then enter your desired new password twice and click on Update. Another really important tip for you is in case you change school districts within Texas from one school year to another, you do have to initiate that transfer on your own so that the next school district doesn't create a second account for you in Project Share. The way that you can initiate that change is still under Utilities. This time, I'm going to click on Options instead. Now, under Options, you have 3 choices: the account, your course, and your group. You have to click on Account, and then you have to make sure that you select the box that says Submit a Transfer Institution Request. After that, you have to click on the right on the word Change. It will prompt you to look for your new district for the next school year. Let's say that I'm moving from Region 19 to El Paso Independent School District. If I type in El Paso and click Search, any school district that includes El Paso should show up. As you see here, I have several choices, and I need to make sure I transfer to the correct one. I'll select the last one, that's El Paso ISD. On the far right, I have an action button that I have to press. This will add El Paso ISD to the indication about where I want to transfer to. After that, I have to hit Submit. Then it's up to the new school district to accept me. On their side, their institutional administrator will accept you into their new district once they receive the records from HR. This is very important for teachers and administrators to know because so many people are still tagged to the wrong districts inside of Project Share. One of the other tips that I want to talk to you about today is inside of your portal when you first log in. To get back to that, on the very top left of your menu, click on My Portal. Basically, this is the home page when you first log into Project Share. All you see there is a lot of different gadgets, and on my screen, they may look different than on yours because you can actually change these around and minimize them. The 2 gadgets that I'm going to focus on today are called Epsilon Postings and PlusRise. I will start with PlusRise. This tool, if you've never accessed it before, will look a little different. It will have checkboxes for all the different grade levels for you. So you have to indicate to the system what you teach. I have selected that I am a high school teacher for this example because currently TEA has subscribed to PlusRise only for high school and secondary teachers. So if you select something in the K-8 arena, the gadget will not work for you. So here, once you have selected that you're in secondary school, then you click on Open PlusRise. It opens up another tab for you or another window in your browser. And it's really a lot of Flash content. So here, this is a prime example of when the iPad doesn't work for certain things in Project Share. The 2 things that usually don't work in Project Share are PlusRise and the on-track courses if they have Flash content. In my next show, I'll show you how to use PlusRise. Basically, what it is, it's a collection of ELL strategies for your ELPs. So if you have a struggling student with English and you're a math teacher in high school, you still have to address their English learning needs. And PlusRise gives you a lot of strategies for that in the classroom. The other gadget that I wanted to focus on today in our show is the Epsilon Postings gadget. It kind of looks a little bit to me like your Facebook updates. Except for here, of course, you're always going to stay professional about something revolving in your career, because this is a perfect place for your professional learning community throughout the state of Texas. If you notice, I posted something yesterday, and there is my name, and underneath you have other people. Now, Currently, if you notice, it's showing only my networks. Those are people that I've already friended on Project Share, and that's why I can filter these results just to see what they're writing about. Now, I can also toggle that to all. And when I click on Postings for All, it can be anybody in the Epsilon system, whether I know them or not. This is a great place for connecting with people all around the nation and the state. For you to make your own posting, you can click on Epsilon Postings, and you can write about something that you're doing. Remember to be professional, clear, and descriptive, and remember that so many people can read this that you definitely want to make sure what you're talking about is definitely okay for the public. So here, I'm going to write that I'm in my TV show today. Hi there, everyone. I am taping one of my shows. And then I'll click on Post It. The last thing that'll happen is Project Share will ask you who you want that posting to be visible to. I'm going to scroll all the way down and say that I don't mind all Epsilon members to see this. My page reloads, and it shows that my posting will show to everybody in my courses and groups and so forth. And then at the bottom, I hit Post It. Now the page reloads, and after a while, it will show the postings that you have currently written. Other people can comment on it as well. All right, now we've covered how to change your password, how to transfer institutions in Project Share if you decide to leave a school district and join another, and we've covered 2 gadgets. The PlusRise gadget, which definitely doesn't work on your iPad, and how to make some Epsilon postings. The last gadget I want to cover today, and it's the one I use the most, is something called Things I Need to Know. This gadget offers a quick summary of what has happened inside of Project Share since the last time you logged in. For me, it tells me I have 46 unread messages, and that I've had 37 visitors to my portfolio. I've also accumulated some points in the system, and the points really don't mean anything except for the fact of how active you've been in the system. Here's the sigh of relief that I have for you. If you log into this and you have unread messages, don't worry, because all of these messages always copy to your school district's email. So even though I have 46 unread messages here, I've actually already taken care of them in my work email. All right, well, thanks for joining us today in our show. The more you share, the more you know, and have a wonderful day.